Hey guys, Dr. K, Little Cars and Coaching in the M2, the long version. Our needs. So what drives us? There's an interesting concept. Everybody probably heard about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Madonis and Robbins actually came up with a different version of this. And there's 6 basic human needs. And at any given time in your life, you need all 6 of those needs. But depending where you are in your life cycle, 1 or 2 of those needs are going to predominate. So what are those 6 needs? The first one, certainty. Each of us has a need for certainty. We have to make sure that we know that we're safe, our family is safe, we have shelter, we have food, our neighbor isn't going to come over and kill us. Certainty is extremely important. Second need, variety. This is kind of a yin and a yang, right? We want certainty, but at the same time we want variety. Why do we want variety? Well, because variety allows us not to be bored. If we constantly knew everything that was going to happen and there was no variety, we wouldn't be engaged at all. Think of it. Why do we go to football games? Because we don't know what the score is going to be. Why do we go to movies that we've never seen before? Because it's variety. We don't know what the ending is. So we as humans crave variety. Third piece, very important, love and connection. All of us want to be loved and we want to have connection to something, whether that be family, whether that be work connection. Love and connection is extremely important. Fourth one, significance. We all want to feel like we matter. We want to feel like we matter to the world. We matter to our significant others. We want to be able to go ahead and have significance to show that we are worth something. The last 2, contribution. We all want to contribute to the world. We want to leave a legacy, right? We want to be able to say, hey, I'm able to help in this area. And the 6th one is growth. And if we're not growing, we're dying, right? So all of those 6 needs, we all have a need for them in some level. Depending where we are in our life cycle, it'll determine whether or not significance is the most important or variety is the most important. This is what actually drives us. It drives our actions. We need to be able to fulfill our needs in order to survive. And the interesting piece is we could fulfill those needs either positively or negatively. What do I mean by that? We as humans don't care how we fulfill the needs as long as those needs are met. So let's take, for example, variety. Variety might be something as simple as changing the channel and watching a different TV show. Or variety could be, unfortunately, cheating on your significant other, because that's variety. That's something that you're not used to. So it doesn't have to be that you're doing the actions to fulfill those needs in a positive way. It could be in a negative way. An example would be being a member of a gang. That fulfills a lot of needs, right? You're significant. Why? Because if you're standing over somebody with a gun, you're significant. You have love and connection because you have the group that is behind you, right? That's the important thing to remember. When we fulfill our needs, we want to make sure that we're fulfilling them from a positive perspective and not a negative perspective. It's also important to know what someone's needs are, because if you're not fulfilling someone's needs, there isn't going to be a relationship there. The way you look at the needs, if 2 needs are met by someone, a different person, there's a stickiness. If you could meet 4 needs, there's a strong bond. If you could meet somebody's all 6 needs, they'll follow you into hell. It's important because in relationships, you have to make sure that you're actually fulfilling the needs of people. It's also important for business. Say somebody has a job, whole job is just doing something which has a lot of certainty, making a widget over and over again. If one of the person's needs is certainty, that job fits them great. But if their need is variety, they won't be in that job for a long time, right? It doesn't fulfill their need. Prime example of where people had different needs was when I was working as a chief medical officer. We're actually becoming part of a larger organization. It was extremely interesting to see people and understand what their needs were. What I mean by that is this. There were certain people that you could see that their need was certainty. And the fact that we were merging with a larger organization and that certainty was gone, they were extremely upset. They were worried. Will I have the same job? Will I have a job? Will I have the same boss? Will I have the same pay? Their certainty was driving their fears. There was another group of people that were excited. They were saying, wow, this is great. It's going to be different. This is going to be variety. I wonder who my new boss will be. I wonder if my job description will change. So see, it's extremely important to know what your needs are, because that determines your behaviors, as well as needs of others, so that you could fulfill their needs and have a great relationship.